constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the USC Trojans. Taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Noles have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback looks for a little space. The Sneak scores it. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The give to Davis. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of...
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I've got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sends it back in motion. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He got it. Slippery slide. Found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
finds his man on the left. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Seminoles heading quickly to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Quick release by the QB. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Off the RPO, full right, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Anger. Caught over the middle, it's Jordan.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Trojans will keep this drive going.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Across the 25. He's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you...
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, no! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's open. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He's got 93 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Berry. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The Seminoles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Sperry. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride Davis here. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Here's the handoff. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Noles will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes one. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fowler.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give to the back. And the Trojans get it past the sticks.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the day. He's been a workhorse, continued to feed him, continued to create balance in this offense. But what a nice day by this young man running the football.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Anger. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Pulls it in, it's Gibson. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking up to 47.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. He might want another play. Quarterback keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play. 4th down coming up.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Back to throw, it's Anger. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
21.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. He's got it on the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. That's caught. It's Davis. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Sperry. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Banging, slithering, whatever. To get that ball up to the 32.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by a field goal over Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the option. Now the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
They'll crank up this drive with a pass. Quarterback extends the play. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
They'll go back to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to Davis. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Knowles want to crank the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Inside a minute to go here in the third.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It'll be third and long. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
28.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Buying some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Here we go. On the ground, it's Cook. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The play action fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Gain
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to throw, it's Anger. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Off play action. Dances away to buy time. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They just keep firing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Berry. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Third down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they're able to come away with a massive negative play.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Using his feet. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Throwing on the run. Makes a catch down the right side.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game. Touch
pass on the jet sweep. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Spits it out to the back. Caught, close to the marker, it's Davis. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Check. Ready, set.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Seminoles need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice